Hi, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for your patience. If you've been waiting for videos from me for a while, it's been super duper busy at Pro Sports Club, and we're doing some really exciting things. You might have seen some of my posts about the new cycling class that we're running, and we have a brand new studio in our Seattle location. But today, since we've been opening all these different studios, and I've been noticing the auditions that we've been doing for those studios and for those classes, and then the instructors who've been teaching the classes for us as managers and supervisors, some of the things I've noticed of people doing in their classes is they'll be teaching, let's say, a drill during a certain song, and their drill is over a little earlier than the song might be, so they choose to click next on their iPad or iPod or whatever they're using for music, and it definitely kills the vibe of the class. So I just want to bring that to everyone's attention, that whether you're teaching a yoga class or a cycling class or a Pilates class and you use music as motivation in your classes, especially to really avoid, at all costs, stopping the song or changing it to the next song. Also, a huge thing I learned in a class that I took recently, and I think the instructor just thought, you know what, we ran out of time, I'm gonna go ahead and just close things and be done with the segment we were learning in class that night. And it really kind of threw off the vibe of the class because we weren't quite ready to cool down yet, but the music was over and the class was actually needing to be over, and I wanted some kind of grand finale. So even if the instructor took a second to go, okay, you know what, we don't have time for this, this, and this, let's finish off with this, give it your best effort, and then we'll cool down, stretch, and continue from there. I felt like the experience was thrown off because what I expected to have happen for the rest of class didn't happen because we ran out of time, but there could have been a better way to transition into the end of class. So those are just two things I'm really noticing, to be really aware of your class plan, and if things don't go perfectly, which we know they do not go perfectly, try to play it off and act like you can make up for the rest of the class plan and that you didn't miss anything or miss out on anything just because you ran out of time. And if the song goes longer than you're prepared for in a cycling class or any other class that you use music for motivation, don't stop the song or skip the song. It definitely throws off the class, and it's definitely a buzzkill. And especially if you use Spotify for your music or any kind of music system where there's a sound when you change the song, try to change your settings if possible. I believe there is a way to do that on Spotify so that when you change the song, you don't hear like a bloop, and because that really throws off the vibe too. So those important things to keep in mind as far as music and timing and planning for your classes.